Good morning, welcome to a day in my life, slightly different from my usual weekly vlogs. And as I start, I realise how dirty my glasses are. I think it's as I look up into the camera, angle the camera upwards a little bit, and it just suddenly makes me realise that they're dirty looking up at that angle for some reason. Maybe I don't look up at that angle normally in my glasses, maybe looking down is... Anyway, whatever. I decided to mix up the weekly vlogs, as I always do when I do weekly vlogs for any period of time. I find myself feeling that they're getting a little bit stale and wanting to change up the format a little bit. So I know you guys love the weekly vlogs. They're some of my most watched videos, so we will keep them going every other week, I think. But we're going to change them up with these as well, which is going to be a day in the life. And this is sort of coinciding with me feeling like I've been in a little bit of a rut in terms of spending more and more time in the house. I'm a homebody. I love being at home. I love going away as well, but I love being at home. And some weeks I feel like I barely leave the house other than to go to the supermarket or to go and drop off my parcels. And I'd really like to be getting out and about more. And I thought if I do these day in the life videos, that would incorporate in each of them an element of leaving the house once a week. It would encourage me to do that, to get out of the house more. And of course there's so many lovely things to do around. Sorry, I'm chatting to my brother about an Instagram account that we both follow. That's probably him messaging me back now. Yes, it is. Yeah, also there's so many things and places to go and things to see that I have lived in Devon for 30 years and I haven't been to. I feel like I'm a lazy tourist. I don't do the tourist thing in my own area, and there's so many places that I'd like to go that I haven't been to. I've even made lists of them in the past, and I thought that would be a good opportunity to get out and to show you stuff and to make these videos a little bit less homey and a little bit more out and about. I know you like the homey stuff as well, and there will be plenty of that. There'll be... Sorry, should we just... I've got a new phone and it hasn't got the little switchy on-off button, and I tend to, I have to press it and then it makes it go silent, and then it doesn't tell me it's on silent, and you can't tell from the bottom on the side, and I forget, and then I miss all my, notifications. And that's my brother telling me he needs passport details now for a holiday that we're booking for next September 2025. We like to get ahead of ourselves with holiday bookings. The other thing is that I spend almost all... Working from home is a double-edged sword. It's lovely, of course, being your own boss, doing your own thing, choosing your own hours, all of that stuff. I love all that. But I do find the separation, I've talked about this before, the separation of work and home quite hard. And through habit, I have drifted into spending far more time in my office than I would like. So on the weeks that I do these day in the life vlogs and we get out and about a little bit, I'm also going to try and make them non-work days. I don't want to spend hours sitting at my desk. So that's sort of the loose plan. We'll see, we'll suck it and see as they go. We'll see, as they say even, we'll see how it goes. And anyway, here we are on the first of these videos. As you will have seen at the very beginning of this, I did my treadmill walk this morning, not a super long one, only about 20 minutes, but I do like to try and get that done most weekdays. It's now 9:15. I got up later than usual this morning, didn't have the best night's sleep, so I slept in a little bit. And then actually maybe a cup of tea, which I drank in bed, which was very nice. So the plan for today is to do my morning admin. I have to do that every morning, just go through my emails, pack up my parcels, get all that stuff done. And then hopefully that will be it for the office for the day. No eBay listing, no YouTube editing, just keep out of the office and keep myself free to do other stuff that I want to do. And my plan today is to go out to a place not far away called Buckfast Abbey. It is a church, it's actually a monastery, Roman Catholic Roman Catholic Benedictine monks, and there is an abbey attached to it which you can go and visit, and it also has a garden, I believe. Never been there in all the years I've lived in Devon. It's meant to be really nice, so I want to go and visit the church, have a wander around the garden. I think there's a cafe there, so I might have a coffee or some lunch, and the weather's not looking super promising at the moment. I think it's due to improve, so it's 9:15 now. I aim to go out maybe like 10:30, I think, 10:45, something like that. And then have a look around that. Obviously, I'll be taking you with me, and a wander around there, and then I'm going to come back home this afternoon. I've got a recipe to show you, a new recipe that I got from Instagram, which I'm doing in the slow cooker this afternoon. That's for a white chicken chilli. And I do want to spend, having said I'm not going to spend any time in the office, I think I alluded previously in a previous video to the fact that I am setting up something new, YouTube related, and I've been doing some work on that, and we are getting there with that. My nephew's been helping me out with the sort of back-end software end of things, but we're at the stage now that I need to familiarise myself with the software, and I haven't found time to do that this week so far. So I might just slot in an hour doing that this afternoon, which is sort of more enjoyable side of work. So yeah, there I am already saying I'm going to do some work, and I've got a few little jobs to do around the house, and also I want to sort out and bundle up, you know, the jewellery that I showed you, the two big jewellery hauls. I've listed all the pieces that I'm going to list individually, and then I've got stuff left for bundles, so I need to sort that out into bundles, so that's something else that I'm planning to do. Anyway, before we do any of that, I want to show you some new shoes from my favourite shoe company, Vivaia. Vivaia are very kindly sponsoring at this part of today's video. And I've got 3 lovely pairs of shoes to show you. Now, autumn is coming, isn't it? Autumn and winter are coming, and I'm not mad about it this year. Usually I feel like we've had such a bloody awful spring and summer that I'm quite looking forward to autumn coming. I'm ready for the awful spring and summer to be gone now. Anyway, the nice thing that I do look forward to about autumn is it's going to be boot weather, and look at these lovely new boots from Vivaia. These are the Ryan boots. Now these, like all Vivaia shoes, are made from plastic bottles, waste product that otherwise would be going into landfill, so environmental credentials are top notch there. These are so comfortable. All Vivaia shoes are so comfortable, even if you have I have wide feet, and their standard sizes are just so comfy. They mould to your feet, they're super comfy to wear. You can wear them all day. I have Vivaia shoes on my feet as we speak. These ones, I've got another pair sitting on the floor over there. I don't know if you can see the black ones on the floor, you probably can't, but they genuinely are my favourite shoes. It's always a pleasure to work with them. These particular boots have a USP in that you can slip these onto your feet without bending over and using your hands, so that is brilliant. I've never come across boots that do apparently I can't speak. Never come across boots that do that before. They've got a nice grippy undersole, they're super soft inside and comfortable with a nice padded insole, and yeah, just really like them. Also, they're water repellent, which is frankly good in this weather, isn't it? Right, the next pair I chose was these. Now, I already have these in green. You've probably seen me wear these in the green, the Mary Jane flats. These are good if you need a little bit more strap support, if you feel like slip-ons will come off your feet. These feel a little bit more secure with that strap there. It's really good. I love the two-tone. It's got a look of Chanel about it. Do you know what I mean? The two-tone with the different coloured toe cap. And I liked the fact that I love my green ones, but I'm limited as to what I can wear those with. So I thought getting these in a more neutral colourway would be really good for autumn, winter. Very much looking forward to wearing these. As with all of Vivaia's shoes, all of these come in multiple colourways, of course, which is one of my favourite things about them. Finally, I got a pair of sandals. These ones here. I love the look of these. I'm really excited about wearing these. Tell you what's really good about these as well. With this buckle, look at the shape of the buckle as well. It's hexagonal, which is quite nice. With this buckle, preset holes. Because of the fabric, you can pop the buckle in wherever suits you, so you can do it up at whatever point fits you best, which I think is a brilliant feature. Got really nice arch support in there as well, which is helpful, and super soft, lovely insole. Again, they've got that nice grippy bottom, so I think I'll be taking these on my holidays to Greece with me. They're looking very lovely. I will of course put links down in the description box for all of these. There's also a 10% discount code down there for 10% off anything across the website, and as I say many times, can't recommend Vivaia highly enough. Do go and have a look at their lovely ranges. They've got more boots coming in for winter as well, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on what's new in there. Right, all that having been said, I am now going to go and grab myself a yoghurt out of the fridge, do my parcels and my morning admin, and get ready for the day. Do you remember a little while ago I showed you my little hydroponic vase for growing roots onto cuttings? That's what I'm trying to say. Look what I grew. Look at all the roots on my, it's just a little piece of basil from this plant here. I didn't particularly want to grow a basil plant, but I was just using it to try it out. And how good is that? That's taken about just over a week, I think. So that would be ready to plant. I'm genuinely quite excited about that. I'm probably not going to plant it because I don't need a basil plant. I might do, perhaps I'll pop it outside, although it's the wrong time of year, isn't it? I don't know, perhaps someone who's a gardener can tell me if that would work if I put it outside in a pot somewhere. Right, I've done all my morning admin, done my parcels. It's 10 o'clock, still haven't had breakfast, so I'm going to have a yoghurt, and I might have to have a piece of toast as well because I'm quite hungry. Really enjoying these at the moment, the Muller Light coconut and smooth coconut and vanilla Greek style yogurts. Right, I've got a pile of empty, or a basket full of empties to go through. Some more empty than others. Elnet hairspray. This is a good hairspray, I like it, but I mostly use it for nostalgic reasons because every time I spray it, it reminds me of my grandmother who used this. So yeah, I always buy Elnet hairspray just for pure nostalgia, and because it isn't too bad on the hair as well. It's my last can of deodorant that's been sitting in the cupboard for, well, since I started using Wild deodorant. I finally finished this one up just to get rid of it, and now I'm thankfully back on the Wild again. A little body cream, that's a Sanctuary, but no, it's a Champneys one. It's a citrus one, I think. That was quite nice, nothing special, but okay. This was lovely. This is a Pixie cleanser. It was an oil cleanser. No idea why it's got pink salt in the bottom of it, just for gimmickiness, I'm guessing. Mineral rich cleansing oil with detoxifying effect. Anyway, I think this must be discontinued because I really liked it, and I tried to purchase another one, and then I remembered I bought this from TK Maxx, so I think it must have been end of line because when I went to buy another one I couldn't find it. But it was lovely. If you ever see it, I recommend that one. We've got a shampoo from the brand Anne Semonin, which is a French brand, but they have this brand in the rooms, in the hotel rooms at the Sunny Resort and the Ecos hotels that I frequent, or not, I don't frequent actually, I haven't been. Did we go to Sunny last year? Yeah, we did go to Sunny last year, and we're going to Ecos next year, and we went to Ecos last year as well. So yeah, this is the scent is Memoir d'été, memories of summer, and it's so evocative of, it just transports me there. They have reed diffusers of the same, very expensive. Isn't smell really good sense for you smell something, it takes you to a place. What's the word for that? I'm looking for a word for that, but anyway, that's my last thing of that that I used half of in the hotel room and bought the rest back. This is the Malibu Factor 15 suntan oil with coconut. It smells nice, but it's not a dry oil. I prefer a dry oil for suntanning. This is a very wet, oily oil. I've only used about half of it, and I've just bought the Calypso dry oil to replace it, which I prefer, so that one is going. A little L'Occitane shampoo. I've been trying to use up all my mini shampoos and things. This is the Hawaiian Tropic Mineral Facial Milk, which I liked until I discovered the Garnier Vitamin C SPF 50. Something's leaked on this. But yeah, that one was okay, but the Garnier one knocks it into a cocked hat. Is that the expression? Is that the correct expression? Knocks it into a cocked hat. This was delightful. This is a body lotion, a Goose Creek Pina Colada one. If you want to smell like a pina colada, you could do worse than that. Just lovely, very summery. Unlike the weather. Another SPF, this is the Pixie Facial Sun Mist SPF 30. It's good. I'm down to about there, but again, I just prefer the Garnier one so much that, and I've had this about 2 or 3 years, I think, so I decided that I will just get rid of this one now, because some SPF does degrade, doesn't it, with time. This is the Glossier Lip Balm, balm.com. Didn't like that at all. It's a berry flavoured one. It is actually coloured as well. You can see there. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Didn't feel nice on my lips. It was greasy. I didn't really like the colour. The flavour was okay, but wouldn't buy it again. Just a mini Pixie Glow Tonic. Really good chemical exfoliator. I like it a lot. This was a Kiehl's face cream, which I used on holiday, which was very nice, but I think it's not something that I'd necessarily buy again. And that's a Profusion blush palette. I was going through my blushes recently, and I'll offer this one to my mum or my sister-in-law because it's quite nice. But I've just got so many blushes that I need to use up, and I feel like it's time for that one to move along. A couple of perfume. Oh, hang on, we've got another. Oh, that's just a little Agostina Spada body cream. I think this came in my Harrods beauty bag. It was perfectly nice, but it only lasted 5 seconds, of course, because body cream and that size don't really mix, do they? A Revlon blusher, which is lovely, a cream blush. This is discontinued now. I have used quite a lot of it, but it's gone a little bit dry, so that one's going as well. And then 2 perfumes. This is my last of my Penhaligon's set. The shade is Empressa. It was just a floral one. Honestly, I've been so disappointed with the Penhaligon's perfumes. For what they cost for full sizes, I find them very generic, not long lasting. I've said all this before, so yeah, I won't be buying again. This was a Kayali one, which is by the brand by Huda from Huda Beauty's sister, I think it is. This is a new set, summer set, and this was Capri in a bottle. It's lemons flavoured, scented. Got it on today. Doesn't last brilliantly on me. Nice. I put it on just before I started talking to you at 9 o'clock. It's now 20 past 10. And honestly, I can barely smell it. I can still smell it, but not strongly, not as strong as I want it to be. So pleasant, but not long lasting enough for me for the price. Right, that's all my empties. I'm going to go and recycle the bits that I can recycle and bin the rest. What do we reckon? Does that look like it's going to rain? Feel like it might do. Feel like my new Vivaia sandals may need to be replaced with trainers, because schlepping round a monastery garden in the rain is probably not going to be good in a brand new pair of sandals. I think I'm going to change. Well, I have arrived. It only took me about 20 minutes to drive from home, so sorry, I'm trying to get my keys into my bag. Now I'm thinking, did I lock the car or not? There we are, it's done now. I've arrived. Took me about 20 minutes to get here. It looks marginally less like it's going to rain, although certainly not like it's going to brighten up and become a beautiful day. We shall see. It's mostly free entrance here. I think you can go into the church free, and there is an exhibition which is £2 entry, which I have just paid, which is the monastic way exhibition, a unique interactive insight into the Christian life of the monks who follow the rule of St Benedict. So I thought that was worth having a look at for £2 while I'm here. I love a quote, not necessarily a biblical one personally, not my jam, but I'm sure there are those of you who will enjoy seeing those. This is so much more impressive than I was anticipating, and really interesting, and I feel like I'm the only person in here as well, which is bizarre because the car park was full. Look at that, it's a tiny door from a shrine, and it's from 1200. Just can't believe something that old exists still, can you? So the oldest record of Buckfast Abbey is from 1018, and it's referred to in the Domesday Book from 1086. This is so interesting. This whole wall is a timeline, and you've got what's going on in the world on the top half, and what's happening specifically to Buckfast Abbey during the same time on the bottom half. Really interesting. So in 1539 it surrendered itself to the king, and the monks received pensions and the buildings and land are sold, and the church was abandoned, surrounding buildings and land used for farming. And then in 1800, that's the next entry, it was bought by a mill owner, and a Gothic style house and woolen mill are built. So at that point it wasn't even a church still, I didn't realise that. And then in 1882 it was bought for £4,700, bargain I reckon, and a small group of monks set up a chapel, so then it became a religious site again. In 1902 formally reinstated as an abbey. I really like this. I think it's very thought-provoking. You can pause if you're interested in reading it. This is really interesting. I've often wondered how their day goes, and this is an actual timeline of the day in the life of a Benedictine monk here. This is so interesting. It's a screen, and you've got a video going on in the background, and it's all questions, the type of questions that people like to ask monks or are interested in asking monks. You can scroll down like this. Sorry, I'm not showing you properly. And you've got the answer by an actual monk. I've just come out of the exhibition, which was so interesting. Really enjoyed it. I can't believe there were not more people in there, and I'm going to have a wander down here and see what's going on. A little look at the church perhaps. Now that is quite an impressive building, isn't it? Fascinating. Do you know they didn't finish it till the 1930s, so it's a fairly modern church really. I love a ornate door. Look at that, just gorgeous. Little candle for my dad. He was a Catholic, so he'd have liked that. That was lovely. Church made me a bit emotional since Dad died. It was lovely to look around. You could definitely. So now I'm going to go and have a wander around the gardens. I've got my Kindle with me, and I thought, if the sun, hang on, isn't that blue sky? I think it might be, you know. I might possibly be able to find somewhere to sit and have a little read and enjoy the gardens. Just a beautiful angle of the church there, and then looking down over the grounds. And I'm going to see what is through this arch in this hedge. And whilst I might not be one of life's gardeners, I can definitely appreciate a good garden. And I reckon a lot of work must go into this. I love this little pond area. I wish you could have smell-o-vision because the roses smell glorious, even though there's not loads of them now. They smell really strong and fragrant. Beautiful. Another gorgeous little water feature here. The big building there, it's a conference centre, I believe. And then here we've got a little section of garden which is full of lavender. And the building up behind that, I think, is the restaurant. The restaurant looks nice, but it is super busy. And there's a big queue, so I might give that a miss. How cute is that? Buckfast Methodist Chapel. So sweet. Should we go and have a quick peek? The door's open, so I'm guessing we're allowed to look. How lovely. Now we're going to have a little look in here, the Green Hub, Garden and Crafts. So that must be the mill that they talked about being built in the exhibition at the beginning. There's a pizzeria in there. Unfortunately it doesn't open till 4 o'clock. Thought that might be a bit quieter to go and get a coffee and some lunch. But sadly not today. So I passed this pub just a little way away from Buckfast Abbey. I didn't realise it's right on the river, look. Now, let me be honest, going to a pub by myself for lunch is not really in my comfort zone, but by the car park it looks pretty empty. And I'm hungry, and it's good to get out of our comfort zone every now and then, isn't it? And it's a lovely spot. Look at that river. Wow, how gorgeous a spot is this for lunch? Sound of the river. I've got myself a pint of Diet Coke and I've ordered myself a panini. And no one's laughed at me or looked at me funny or anything. Lunch has arrived. I've got a tuna and cheese panini with some salad and a few crisps. Yum. Well, how nice was that? I had a really pleasant half an hour or 40 minutes sitting in, well, I'm not going to say the sunshine, but it is improving. Eating, drinking my Coke, listening to the river and reading my Kindle. The only thing that would have made it better was if I'd taken a cardigan with me, which I didn't. It was a little bit nippy, but it was very nice. I'm quite glad, actually, that I came here instead of going to the cafe at the Abbey, because it was busy and not nearly as nice there. So, yeah, very pleasant. Right, off home. That was such a nice trip out. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. I'm now home, haven't been home for long. I have just got tonight's dinner into the slow cooker. It's going to be a white chicken chilli. This is the first half of it. I'm going to put on the screen now so you can pause if you want the ingredients. I saw it on Cardiff Mum's Instagram. She has some really good recipes on her Instagram. I think she's got a recipe book out now as well. But that's the ingredients in there. I've put them on the screen. They will cook on high now for about, I'll probably leave it on high for a couple of hours and then turn it down because it's about 2 o'clock now. We probably won't need it till 7-ish. Just got to talk to you about this knife as well that I was, hang on. I can actually talk to you face to face. I was sent this knife a little while ago. It's quite interesting because it's got a patterned blade. Can you see the patterning on the blade, which matches the wooden handle? I've just used this for the first time. It's so good and so sharp. I only cut up an onion and chicken and baby corns with it, but oh my goodness, it sliced through everything as though it was butter. It was an absolute pleasure to use. It came in this box, and that would be a nice gift for somebody actually, if you have a chef type person in the family. I'll pop a link in for you in the description box. I don't know if I've got a discount code. If I have, I'll pop that down as well. But yeah, really good knife. Impressed by that. Right, as it's my day off, my self-designated day off, I'm going to go and have a little nap in my bed for an hour. I think I said I didn't sleep well last night, and I feel a little bit jaded now. So while that dinner warms up in that crock pot, I will go and have a little lie down and a little nap, which I'm looking forward to. Well, that's looking a bit better, isn't it? It's gorgeous now. It's about 3:45. I actually went fast asleep. Sat in my bed, I read my book, I had a proper sleep, which I felt really needed. I feel absolutely refreshed now. Honestly, I'm having such a nice day. I'm enjoying this new concept of having a day away from my computer. That having been said, I've just made myself a glass of passion fruit and something Ribena. Orange and passion fruit, is it? And I am going to sit at my computer and try and familiarise myself with this new software that I was talking about this morning. Only for half an hour, just try and get my head round that. I have, excuse my hoover in the background, I finally got round to cleaning the front of my fridge and the recycling bin that sits next to it. They're both stainless steel fronts, and I hadn't got around. There were smears on them, and I've been walking past them for about a week going, oh God, they really need cleaning, and I haven't done it, and I've just done them both. And honestly, doesn't it give you a sense of satisfaction when you do a job like that that's been wanting to be done for ages, and you think, that only took me a really short time, why did I spend so long thinking about it and not do it? Life is weird, isn't it? Like that. My sunflowers that I showed you last week are still going strong. They're just coming to the end now. The lilies are past their best, but the sunflowers probably do another day, I should think, before I have to throw them away. They drink loads of water. I've been topping them up every day. I did my secret project thing. Went quite well. Found a few teething problems and issues, so I've emailed my nephew and he's looking at those and coming back to me with some issues, or with some answers on that at some point. The slow cooker dinner is looking nice, the white chicken chilli, and I've got to add some things to that in due course. I realised at this point that I finished off the video before I showed you the final dinner. It was a real hit. Ashley and I both really enjoyed this. I served it with some rice, some tortilla chips, some chopped coriander, some sliced avocado, and a wedge of lime. And yeah, we both really, oh sorry, and some grated cheese on the top there, and we both really enjoyed it. The recipe was exactly as per the screenshot I put up earlier. If you want to give it a try, we recommend. The sun is out, so I think I'm going to go and take off my makeup and sit outside. Possibly I'm going to treat myself to a glass of wine, despite the fact it's Wednesday. Oh, I know what else I meant to tell you. I've just had a phone call from a friend from years ago. She used to be a school mum friend, and she moved away just before COVID. She had a new relationship with a new partner who lived up in North Devon, in very rural North Devon, and which doesn't sound like very far away, but it's actually quite a long way away. And we kind of lost touch. And out of the blue, I had a text message from her while we were on the cruise, and she's just called and she's coming down here. She's still got a house down near where I live, and she's family, and she's coming down next week, and we've arranged to have lunch. So it was just before COVID, I think I last saw her, so it must be 5 years. So I'm really excited for that. That's next week. That would be lovely. And I'm also going out for coffee tomorrow morning with 2 new friends, so that will be nice. So lots of social things lined up. And I'm away next week with my best friend for our annual night away for our birthdays. We both have August birthdays, and instead of buying each other a present, I talked about this multiple times before, but for anybody new, we instead of buying each other presents on our birthdays, we go away for a night together, and we've been to many places over the years. We've been to Cheltenham and Bath and Bristol and Cardiff and I'm sure we've been to other places as well, but we've been to some places multiple times. And we started with just going out for the day on the train, going to somewhere we could get an early train and get to somewhere and spend the day and then come back in the evening on the train. And it's morphed over the years into spending a night away. And last year we went to Bath and we enjoyed it so much that we're going back to Bath again this year. So that's the back end of next week, so looking forward to that as well. Next week is going to be an exciting week, I think. I'm looking forward to it. Right, I'm going to go and take off my makeup and put something a little bit cooler on. I'm feeling a bit hot and sticky, and Ashley should be home any minute. I've popped on this little 3-piece loungewear set even from Shein, which I've had for a couple of years now. Really like it, with the long line open front sort of robe thing, the wide leg trousers and just little strappy top. It's really nice loungewear. And I just wanted to show you one more thing as well. See, when I don't vlog all week, I have lots to say on the one day that I do. Oh, don't fall over. A couple of things that I bought from Aldi. They had some new beauty products in, and this was actually a repurchase. This is the Vita Base Moisturising Primer, which is a dupe for the Bobbi Brown one. I'm actually currently using a tub of it, and this is a repurchase because I very much like it. It's very, very similar to the Bobbi Brown one, so there's that. I think that was £5. And then this one is a tanning face mist, sort of a biphase one. Can you see it's got an oily layer and a watery layer? Haven't tried that yet, but and I can't remember what that's meant to be a dupe of, but it's sort of, so this again was cheap. I think it was £3 or £3.99, and I got that to replace this when it finishes. I thought that it was worth giving it a go, because this one's around £12. I think the Saint-Tropez one. I do very much like this one, I have to say, but we shall see. I'll let you know about that one. I'll also link this 3-piece from Shein if it's still available, because it's very nice and I love it and I wear it a lot. Right, I think I'm going to finish off this vlog here. I feel like there's been quite a lot of stuff in it. I think it's going to be quite long. I hope you enjoyed it, this new style. As I say, it's going to be every other week rather than every week like this. So just for a bit of a change, really. Don't forget to go and look at the Vivaia website if you're interested in the Vivaia shoes, and use the discount code. All that stuff is down in the description box down there. And I think that's it for the moment. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.